Good evening. I'm Patricia Vallone with a CTV News update. Well, several leaders across the region take their oath of office today, including Maryland's first Black Attorney General. Former Congressman Anthony Brown was sworn in this afternoon. The 61-year-old has served the past 6 years in Congress and has a long history in Annapolis as a state lawmaker and lieutenant governor. Topping Brown's agenda is civil rights. He plans to ask the General Assembly to pass legislation that enables him to sue companies and individuals who violate federal or state civil rights laws.
It is at this moment that I proudly take the office and accept the responsibility of Attorney General, ready to get to work, and pledge that central to our mission will be the defense of democracy, the protection of rights, and the pursuit of justice.
Look at the fact that this is a person who has devoted their life to being able to make sure that we are protecting the survivors of domestic violence and domestic abuse. Look at a person who's devoted their life to ensuring that those who are taking their time and their efforts to make our children and our families less safe in their own communities, that they will be held to account. That's the kind of public servant he has been his entire life.
Ed Brown says he also plans to investigate police departments for patterns of misconduct. And in Congress today, Democrat Glenn Ivey was sworn into office. After 3 hard-fought campaigns, he'll be representing District 4 in the U.S. House of Representatives.
We've got a lot of work to do. The challenges that we face, and success was had, but these are eternal struggles. Poverty, tyranny, the fight, we've got a war going on in Ukraine right now. We've got challenges here in the United States, many, many things to do, but we have to continue the work. We've got to be patient in tribulation. We've got to continue to work hard each and every day. We have to renew our commitment. We're here for a celebration this morning, but this is also a renewal of the work and the commitment that we know we have to continue to do.
And Ivey says some of his priorities include protecting voting rights, upholding marriage equality, and cutting costs for working families. Well, here are the latest COVID-19 numbers as we start off the new year. The Maryland Department of Health reports almost 1,300 new cases. The positivity rate in Prince George's County continues to rise. It now stands at 19.27%. 6 Marylanders have died of COVID over the past 24 hours, and 778 are hospitalized. You're watching CTV News. I'm Patricia Vallone. We'll be back with more in just a moment.
We know what it's like to go to war, to bravely step forward and sacrifice for what you believe is right. We see those who are redefining what it means to serve, to be a patriot, a hero, and to save lives. From our nation's injured veterans to the faces of courage across America today, we see you, we support you, we salute you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service.
Welcome back. Well, police identified the victims of a deadly domestic violence incident in Clinton on New Year's Day. They are identified as 42-year-old Monique Duncan and 42-year-old Maurice Moore. Both were living in the home in the 2500 block of Lazy Acres Road. They were both pronounced dead on the scene. Duncan died from a gunshot wound and Moore from a stab wound. There was another adult and child in the home at the time of the incident. Both suffered what appear to be non-life-threatening gunshot wounds. Police continue to investigate the case. Well, dozens of Beltsville drivers awakened to find an unwelcome surprise yesterday morning. Residents at an apartment complex in the 3600 block of Powder Mill Road found their car windows smashed and their airbags missing. According to News 4, those impacted say the break-ins occurred overnight at Powder Mill Village. Thieves were reportedly targeting mainly Hondas parked at the complex. Southern Management, which manages the property, released a statement saying it's fully aware of the issue and will take actions to protect the community from theft and vandalism. WSSC Water is hosting 2 public hearings this week. The utility will discuss changes to its Minority Business Enterprise program and its recently completed 2022 disparity study, which looked at the company's spending with minority-owned businesses. WSSC conducts the study every 5 to 7 years.
I can tell you that disparities continue to exist for minority and women-owned businesses. And so that includes African-American businesses, Asian businesses, Hispanic, Native, and women-owned businesses across contracting areas for us. And so that's important for us to have that data because that allows us to legally continue operating a minority business program. So that's one of the most important reasons why we conduct these studies.
And the Prince George's public hearing is set for this Thursday at WSSC's headquarters in Laurel from 6 to 8 p.m. The Montgomery County hearing is scheduled for this Friday from 10 a.m. until noon. You can also watch it live by logging onto WSSCwater.com and then click the link. And back with more in just a moment. Stay tuned.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Remember the best planned 90 minutes of your life? Or that surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Well, the holiday season is over, and that normally means the end of massive food drives and giveaways for families in need. But local nonprofit, the River Jordan Project, says that the need for food continues throughout the year. Every second Wednesday of the month, they give out boxes of free vegetables and fruits to those in need.
We were serving like maybe 100 families during COVID. When it first came out, we were serving 576 families every Saturday for a year. And that was every Saturday they would come out. So we know that people wouldn't come out, get in line, wait hours or so if they really didn't need this food. And it helps to supplement their budget. So a lot of times people have to make a decision. Is it going to be food? Is it going to be rent? Is it going to be food? Is it going to be medicine? So we know the challenges that the families have, and we are there to provide the food that they need. That's what we can do to help them to be nourished and to help children to be able to think in school, and then seniors to also help their health outcomes.
And the next giveaway is January 11th at 4 p.m. at the River Jordan Project. That's located at 15809 Livingston Road in Accokeek. To donate or to receive food, you can go to riverjordanproject.org. Well, it is the first week of the new year, and one local organization is looking forward to what 2023 will bring. The local chapter of the Society, Inc. has a mission to showcase and promote the talents of youth in the county. The nonprofit is coming off of its big talent and scholarships showcase in December, where 24 students completed in visual, literary, and performing arts.
This is very important to us because oftentimes children within our community aren't afforded the opportunity to showcase their talents. And we love to provide a venue, an opportunity for them to do just that. And we did have several people come out to support the youth, and we were so proud to be able to award $1,750 in scholarships this year. We are going to support the Otley Music School's endeavors throughout the year. We're going to have a 5K walk and run to provide everyone within our community an opportunity to get out, get fresh air, to mingle and get exercise while we showcase the talents of the youth within our community at the event. And we will also be having other events throughout the year to celebrate our upcoming 30th anniversary of our chapter.
In other news, growing your own garden can be fulfilling and a lot of fun. Just ask Kevin Alsop of Nemus Gardens. In this segment of Grow With Us, Alsop has tips on how you can keep your outdoor plants warm during the cold months of winter.
I'm Byron Scott with another segment of Grow With Us. Joining us, as always, is Kevin Alsop of Nemus Gardens. And today we're talking about the ways you can best protect your garden through the cold winter months. So, Kevin, take it away. What have we here?
Okay, so what we have here is I created a little hoop house covering to cover this raised planter bed. All right. And so what I did was, and you can find this stuff online. What I did was I bought these hoops off Amazon. It's a hoop house grow kit. Bought these little hoops and you snap them together. It's very easy to put together. And I also bought this 2.5 milliliter polyurethane cover.
And what does that do?
Well, what it does is it takes the sunlight, because we're on a deck right now and it's getting plenty of sun, as we can clearly see. And what it'll do, it traps the heat inside, and you can see it's moist, humidity. So all that is trapping inside of it. It's keeping it moist. And look how beautiful and green the leafy greens are right now. We got some mustard here. We got some chard. We got different kinds of chard. We got some kale popping through. And eventually I'm gonna probably add some more onions and stuff. So, and it protects it from the frost.
Okay, you have other covers as well. Show us those.
Okay, so what we have here is what you call a cold frame. Now, a lot of people, you can build one of these. I just purchased this offline, a cold frame, and what it does the same thing as a high tunnel with this glass. Well, this is actually plastic. Some people build them with glass, and it traps the heat inside. And as you can see, we have spring onions that are just growing inside and allowing them to germinate and grow further.
You also have a third covering. Show us that one.
Okay, this third covering is just fleece. It's just a winter fleece. It primarily protects it from frost. It's not going to trap too much heat. So you just want to keep the frost off it. Give the plant a little extra protection. You can use this for stuff that'll survive throughout the winter, but you just want to keep it covered.
So how does a home gardener know which one is the best one to use?
Well, if you want to grow, if you want to plant early winter, late autumn, and you want your stuff to grow and flourish, I suggest either using this small hoop house or the cold frame, because it'll trap the heat in there, and certain things need a certain temperature to germinate, usually above 40 degrees Fahrenheit, and it'll trap that heat in there, and it'll get in there during the summer times.
Okay, once again, Kevin Alsop. If someone has questions about tips, how can they reach you?
If you want to have any questions, you can reach me at info@nemasgardens.com.
Okay, that's it. Once again, Kevin Alsop. Thanks again.
Thank you.
All right, back to you.
And again, if you have a gardening question for Kevin Alsop, you can email him at nemasgardens.com. Sports news tonight, the Wizards will look to make it to 2 straight victories against the Milwaukee Bucks as the two teams face off again tonight. The Wizards won the last game against the Bucks on Sunday in a blowout win, 118-95. And in high school sports, the Wise High School basketball team plays against Flowers High School tonight at 7 o'clock. Meantime, some very sad news from the NFL. Simon Buggs has our story.
Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin is currently in critical condition after going into cardiac arrest last night during a game against the Cincinnati Bengals. Hamlin, who was only 24 years of age, made what it looked like was a routine tackle against Bengals wide receiver T. Higgins, and afterwards Hamlin proceeded to get up off the turf before collapsing and falling to the ground. Multiple Bills as well as Bengals players gathered around Hamlin, concerned for his well-being following his on-field collapse. Fans, teammates, and coaches watched as Hamlin had to be administered CPR on the field before being taken to the University of Cincinnati Medical Center for further testing as well as treatment. Play was suspended at the 5:58 mark of the first quarter, and then the game was officially postponed. Players from all around the league took to social media, sending out their thoughts and prayers to the Bills' safety. Hamlin was selected by the Bills in the 6th round of the 2021 NFL Draft and had played every game this season. Simon Buggs, CTV Sports.
And on that is our CTV News Update. Join us again tomorrow and have a great evening.